morning, people. Great morning. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Y'all, Smokey Robinson, too. Y'all, this stuff is getting crazy and out of control. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Y'all, it is going down. Y'all, it is going down. Smokey Robinson, y'all, I can't believe it, y'all. And he's 80 something years old. And he is with the shenanigans too, allegedly. Y'all, good morning, y'all. We're gonna get into it here in a few seconds. Let me just check something here. I don't know why my laptop is acting crazy. Early in the morning, y'all. Come in the building, smash the like button. Happy Wednesday, y'all. We are back from New York. Me and my baby Jamil went to the Diddy trial. We got the experience. We are in front of the courthouse, the federal courthouse. We went inside the federal courthouse, and y'all, people was snapping out. There was two guys that snapped out like a bucket of crabs, y'all. I got the footage, captured it, and it's going viral on my TikTok page. Y'all go check it out. It's going ultra viral over there on TikTok. Oh my goodness, y'all. This man, oh my goodness, y'all. When I say he was snapping out like a bucket of crabs, hey, Bronze, welcome. Good morning. Y'all, he was doing the most on the coast. Hey, Seeker, welcome. Two of them were doing the most on the coast, y'all. I don't know if you guys see my shorts, but y'all go check them out. But I'm going to play them if you guys haven't. I'm going to play him here because I'm telling you, y'all, these people was acting a fool in front of the federal building. I was so shocked. I was like, really? Is that what we doing over here in front of the federal building at the Diddy jury trial selection? Hey, Cynthia P, is this what we is doing over here? I mean, he snapped out, y'all. It was so crazy. It was crazy. It was epic. I told Jamil, I was like, I'm going to capture him. I went over there. I was about to interview him. I wasn't scared because I knew there was a whole lot of news media. I know the federal police was there. So I wasn't scared. I was about to interview him. Sir, are you okay? You know, I'm not sure what was going on, but, you know, can we talk about it? Did you maybe miss some of your medications or something? I don't know, y'all, but I went over there and I captured the footage. Y'all, it was epic. Like I said, check out my TikTok, The Lounge 8385 over there on TikTok. It's over 100 and something thousand views. It's going ultra viral over there, you guys, and it's picking up here on YouTube. TMZ, you guys, capture me and my baby Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. TMZ has us on their channel on TikTok. You guys, they did. I'm going to let you guys watch that as well. So we had a great experience. We went into the courthouse. We went to the federal courthouse. We had to go through security. We had to check everything. Hey, tough woman, welcome. We had to check all of our electronics in. No telephones, no microphones, nothing could come into the federal courthouse. So we had to stand in a long line. We had to get, go through, the little, like at the airport. We had to check in our phones. Hey, Michael Miller, welcome. Good morning. We had to check in our cell phones. I thought I was going to be able to like take notes and stuff. They said, phones over here. Everybody, they got a laptop, a telephone. We are checking it all in. They had to check in, like, how, Big U had to check in LA. All the feds, they have a check in too, y'all. FYI, I'm just saying. But yes, great experience. Went to New York. We did a train experience. Went to Times Square. We ate great food. We had met some great people. So I met Jelena. She's a big Spanish news reporter. She's big on on Instagram. I met with her, connected with her. She was so down to earth. She was so sweet. We exchanged contacts, of course. Probably link up with her again sometime in the future. But got to meet her. A couple of not TikTokers, a couple of YouTubers were out there. So shout out to them too. A lot of news media, of course. Like I said, we went into the overflow courtroom. So we were not able to get to see Diddy, but we did hear and do the virtual. They had it on the TV, but we left out. I left out a little bit earlier. And I left out a little bit earlier and went back outside because a lot of, even the news reporters, they were like, what in the world? So they got up and they left out as well. Like Jelena, me and Jelena left at the same time. Because there's no phones, nothing is allowed in there, no electronics. So they have, the news reporters, they have to write their notes, run back down from the 23rd floor. I think we were on the 22nd, 23rd floor, go down the elevator and go outside and report to whoever their team is out there. And then they have to go back up. It was like a long process, but a lot of the you know, news reporters were like leaving, you know, some of them probably leaving and go back in, but some of them were leaving and just was like, I'm not gonna stay in the overflow courtroom, because there was a lot of people out there, a lot of news media, like I said, people snapping out. 2 people snapped out, but we did have a wonderful one of Jamil's followers were in front of the courthouse, and she was like kind of crying, like, you know, kind of play crying, and then she said, Jamil, I watch you all the time. And he's like, and I was like, she's calling your name. She was a stone cold follower, watching Jamil. She's like, I just watched you yesterday. She always watches Jamil, and it was so heartfelt. She was so sweet too, an older black lady. Shout out to her. I didn't get her name. She was an auntie, but I know her daughter and her son, her niece and her niece's husband have a podcast on iHeartRadio. Shout out to them. They wanted me and Jamil to go do an interview with them, but we'll probably link back up with them when we go back to New York, whenever that may be. But we had a great experience. I mean, it was a lot. But it was a great experience. Like I said, we met a couple of people, seen some other YouTubers, a lot of news media. So I had a great time. But I want to show you guys real quick. Let me go over here where the snap out happened over here, because it was, I mean, y'all, it was snap, crackle, and pop. Hey, my baby Jamil Peterson is in the building, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Y'all, I'm telling you, they were snapping like a bucket of crabs out there. 2 people. It was crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious? I wanted to really interview him, but I was like, no, let me leave him alone, because he like was off his medication, right? And I didn't want to be, you know, having no conflict, even though I know a lot of people were out there. If something were to happen, you know, I know how to, you know, make it happen, if y'all know what I mean. But at the same time, you know, it's a place, you know, it's a time and place for everything, right? So I didn't want to, you know, conflict, because he was, I mean, acting crazy, snapping out, all kind of crazy stuff. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to cause no conflict, because he was upset and went up to this girl, was like, was that my phone? I was like, oh my goodness, is he okay? Is him okay? That baby is snapping out like a bucket of crabs, y'all. I'm telling you. So y'all, this is, I want to show you guys the video, because when I say the short that I made, I'm telling you, this guy was snapping out so bad. I'm telling you, when I say he made a scene in front of the federal courthouse, and then the federal police, they didn't do anything, because, you know, if he's not hurting anybody, if he's just yelling and acting a fool, there's nothing they could do, right? Unless he, you know, start fighting somebody, putting hands on somebody, you know, cutting up, doing other stuff, then of course they would step in, but they didn't. But y'all, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy. Bron says surviving Diddy Glover's trial shenanigans. Yes, they were trial shenanigans. I was like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. My baby says Diddy looked like he weighed 4 pounds and 2 ounces. I am weak, baby. I know, right? Human Nature said at Jamil, so he looked like he ain't had a meal in 8 months. No, him hungry. Look, him is hungry. But y'all, check this out. Before we get to Smokey Robinson, I wanted to share this with you guys, because we made it on TMZ. And I did, like I said, I captured this video with this guy snapping out. Like I said, ultra viral on my TikTok page. Go check it out. I'm at the lounge 8385 on TikTok as well. Also on Instagram, you guys. Go check this video out, y'all. There's so many comments on there. I'm trying to keep up with all these comments. It is crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. But y'all, let me go and show you guys. Let me turn the camera and show you guys this guy snapping out. Uh-oh, let me turn the volume up. And make sure the volume's all the way up. Okay.
Fuck that! That's mine? Come back without my jury. Y'all wanna start some shit with niggas I know I get shot. What's up? And niggas in this shit. I'm patchy.
He is crazy, y'all. And I caught it firsthand. Be careful, huh? And this lady right here that is talking to me, I'm talking to her, that is Jamil's hardcore fan that came up to us on the bike and was saying, you know, she watches Jamil, called his name out. She was very, very sweet. But she pulled over to the side and I was kind of trying to talking to her. I'm like, what is going on? But she was like kind of talking to me. But y'all, let's continue. Uh-oh, Jamil said that dude was snapping like a bucket of freak-off crabs. Yes, he was upset. I don't know if he tried to go into the courthouse and they told him he couldn't. I think somebody said that he tried to go in there because it started when he came out of the federal courthouse. I guess they kicked him out and maybe he was upset because he wanted to go in. It was something to that situation. But y'all, let's continue.
I know. Why was he tripping? I don't know. He went over to that lady.
He is a mess, y'all. Look it. He don't even know this lady. He was crazy. Snap it like a bucket of crabs, y'all. And that's Jamil in the background while he was live.
Y'all wanna start some shit with niggas I know I get shot. What's up?
Oh my.
I'm patchy.
He was snapping. I was close too. I was right there in front of him. Be careful, huh?
What's wrong? I'm gonna take this block off your back and fuck this motherfucking head.
I know. Why was he tripping?
I don't know. He's tripping about something. He went over to that lady.
He is a mess. It's just repeating. He is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it was epic. It was epic.
Come back without my jury. Y'all wanna start some shit with niggas I know I get shot. What's up? And niggas in this shit.
Crazy, yes, surviving the crazy overalls. I know his grandma must have got him dressed that morning. Oh, hold on, you guys. This right here, this. Let me see. That lady right there was another YouTuber that just, hold on, let me back it up. This lady that's hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. Hey Tammy, good morning. This lady right here is a YouTuber. Hold on, let me rewind it again. Well, let it play. Y'all, I'm telling you, when I say that was epic, I wanted to go and talk to him. Y'all, I was like, I need to go and talk to him. I want to interview him, but I was like, no, let me not ruffle, his feathers anymore because he's already upset. I mean, when he came out the federal court building and he was snapping, everybody was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? and he was snapping out like a bucket of crabs. I told my baby Jamil, I said, I'm going around the other way. I'm going to go get him front, first hand. I'm going to go get him. Because y'all know, people want the smoke. People, they want the drama. They want the mess, the drama, the smoke. So I was like, I'm about to go record the smoke. I'm about to record the drama. Y'all go check it out on my TikTok. It is going ultra viral over there. I have over 100 and almost 40K views on that TikTok, you guys. It's going ultra viral over there, y'all. People are leaving so many comments, I can't even keep up with it. But y'all, it is crazy what this guy did. I was so shocked. I could not believe that he was snapping out like this. But on another note, there was another great wait, hold on, there's one more. There's another snap out, y'all. It's another snap out. So this guy, this older white guy, which I was kind of shocked, he came up, rolled up on his bike, and he was yelling. He was like, oh, blah blah, free Diddy, and they want all y'all savages gone. I was like, oh my god. It was like a whole snap out with him. I was like 2 snap outs in like a 5 or 10 minute like span. I was like, oh my god. I was like, this is epic. This is so epic. But hold on, let me go over and find him, because I was shocked. We were all shocked that he snapped out like a bucket of crabs. Let me see where his is, because we were shocked, and I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe he let me see, he snapped out like a bucket of crabs. Let me see if it's on this one. No, it's not that one. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. But he snapped out like a bucket of crabs too. And I was like, oh, Jesus, please don't let no craziness happen out here. No more craziness. But let me see. Did I put it on here? I put that one. Let me hold on. Let me log on to my Instagram. Hey Lance, welcome. Glamorous, welcome. I'm telling you, when I say it was a whole snap out with that situation, with them 2 guys back to back, I was like right in front. Hey, on Blast TV, how are you? Miss you, sis. Miss you too, girl. Yes, when I was like, these guys are over here snapping out, I was like, oh really? I'm doing great, Lance. Thank you. I was like, really? Is this what we doing? Is this what we doing over here in front of the federal building? I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Look, wait a minute. These jokers is over here snap, crackle, and popping. And they are doing the most on the coast. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to my page. Let me see. But let me see. Here it is right here. But this other guy, he was doing the most, y'all. I couldn't believe it. Hold on, let me see. I couldn't believe it. But y'all, let's watch his snap out, because he had a whole snap out too.
Oh, Lord. No. This history repeats. They clearing out the savages, bringing in their people. They tracking your phones. Please, sir, give me a break.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no. Sir, give him a break. They tracking your phone. They want you out. They love your place.
Wow.
With you out of it.
Hey, love of myself.
It's American, it's the mafia.
And y'all, when I say this literally happened, first it was the black guy with the coveralls that his grandma dressed him in. You know, first it was him that snapped out. And like 2 minutes later, I turned around. I'm like, where is... Then he comes and he snaps out. I was like, oh my God, right in front of the federal courthouse while we're outside. We went in the courthouse, and then we came out. Me and Jelena, we had came out. And we were like, oh my God, this is crazy. But I captured it because people love the drama and the snap outs. But y'all, let's continue to listen to the snap out.
That man, he might jump off that public bicycle.
We want all the tapes from the beginning. All the tapes. No, we want all the tapes, the names.
Is he trying to get...
We want all the wiretap and names.
Is he on the tapes? Like, why he...
We want the houses. We want the address.
And y'all, hold up. I was like, sir, are you on the tapes, sir? Are you on the tapes? Because you is really very loud about this situation, right? Are you on the tapes, sir? I was like, hold up. You almost doing a Kanye in front of the courthouse. courthouse, y'all. So I was like, are you on the tapes? Watch, hold up, just let us watch.
He's on the tapes. He said whatever tapes y'all got me on.
Name, all the papers.
Oh, is he on the tapes?
No, we want all the tapes.
Are you on the tapes?
Free Diddy. We want all the
Are
freaking
you on,
tapes.
sir? Are you on the tapes? Are you on the tapes? We need to see the tapes. Are you on there with Diddy? Hold up. You on there with Diddy? You complaining a little bit too much in front of these federal courthouse. He was doing too much, y'all. Hold up, swole up. He was doing a lot, snapping out like a bucket of crabs. Oh, and he's still going. Oh my God, he on the Diddy tapes.
Oh, Lord.
No. This history repeats. They clearing out the savages, bringing in their people. They tracking your phone. Please, sir, give me a break.
Oh my God.
Sir, give me a break. They tracking your phone. They want you out. They love your place. With you out of it.
Now, why was he trying to cover up his face? He was like, sir, no, sir. But he was so loud. I mean, everybody was like, what is going on? We have one person snapping out, then we have another snapping out. Did they, one of the New Yorkers that was in my TikTok, the viral TikTok that's going viral, somebody wrote in a comment saying the crazy house was literally right down the street. I was like, did they escape the crazy house, both of them? I don't know, y'all. Let's continue.
It's the mafia.
Don't get away from that man. He might jump off that public bicycle.
We want all the tapes from the beginning. All the tapes. No, we want all the tapes, the names.
Is he trying to get
We want all the white type of names.
Is he on the tapes? Like, why
We want the houses. We want the addresses, the mother's
He's on the
name.
tapes. He said whatever
The
tapes
mother's
y'all got me on.
name, all the papers.
Oh, is he on the
No, we want all the tapes.
Are you on the tapes?
Free Diddy. We want all the freaking
Are you on,
tapes.
sir? Are you on the tapes? Are you on the tapes? We need to see the tapes. Are you on there with Diddy? Hold up. Are you on there with Diddy? You complaining a little bit too much in front of these federal courthouse. He was snapping out, y'all. Hold up, swole up. Secret said, why he say no? I think he was on the tapes. That's why he was like, let me scroll up over here because Diddy was living in Manhattan. He was living in New York, right? Is he one of the Diddy, Bob, Rex workers? He was upset after the paychecks that stopped. I believe so. Y'all, let's continue to listen to the snap out, crash out. Oh, and he's still going. Oh my God, he on the Diddy tapes.
Oh, Lord.
No. This history repeats. They clearing out the
Oh my God, y'all, this man was snapping out like a bucket of crabs. I'm telling you, he was going crazy. But y'all, another good thing that we experienced, we were just walking around. A lot of people, of course, doing a lot of, recording, getting their footage. And one of Jamil's followers hit him up, and said, hey, Jamil, you in the lounge are on TMZ. We were like, what? They sent us the video. So shout out to whoever sent that to my baby Jamil. I forget the name. But whoever sent that to my baby Jamil, shout out to you guys for looking out. TMZ had us in there. Hey, Queen Shay, welcome. They had us on TMZ, you guys. So we're going to check out the little short clip that they had that, TMZ did. Had us included in there. Maybe they thought that, we were like celebrities, maybe a part of the team, the legal team, maybe a part of Diddy's family. I don't know, but they were snapping, but they made a shorts and had us in there. But you guys, shout out to TMZ. I put that in my Instagram and the TikTok and also on here on YouTube as a short. So y'all check this out. This is the guy, and he did a TMZ short. So let's check that out. Hold on.
I'd ask them all sorts of questions to make sure they're not biased one way or the other, even though Diddy and the prosecutors want certain forms of bias for their own means.
Look at us right there. Ooh,
Find impartial jurors, and to do that, they're asking them all sorts of questions. One of the questions was,
Thank you,
what's your
Tammy.
occupation? And one of the potential jurors.
Tammy said, y'all are celebs, girl. Yes, we were shocked. We were like, whoa, we made it on TMZ. Hold up, swole up. And me and Jamil was looking, and we finally found the short because the person who sent it, one of Jamil's followers, they just sent like the picture, the actual like a screen, like the like just a screenshot. So we went and we found it, and I was like, wow, that is pretty awesome. We made it on TMZ.
Said, hey, I'm a massage therapist. And that got people thinking about all the baby oil that was discovered in Diddy's home and whether that could be some sort of conflict. Obviously, massage therapists use oil. It's not a real conflict. However, they asked him also, do you have any... I'd ask them all sorts of questions to make sure they're not biased one way or the other, even though Diddy and the prosecutors want certain forms of bias for their own means to win the case.
Look at us.
Trying to find impartial jurors. And
they said that guy, I don't know if I can back it up, but that guy with the free Diddy shirt, they said that was actually Diddy's cousin. We didn't see, at least I didn't see him, because me and Jamil were all over the place. We were walking separate, whatever. So, and we were different places, different times while we were there. So I didn't see him. I'm not sure if my baby, I don't know, I'm not sure if Jamil seen him, but we were like all over the place. But yeah, so let me play it one more time.
Them all sorts of questions. One of the questions was, what's your occupation? And one of the potential jurors said, hey, I'm a massage therapist. And that got people thinking about all the baby oil that was discovered in Diddy's home and whether that could be some sort of conflict. Obviously, massage therapists use oil. It's not a real conflict. However, they asked him also, do you have any... I'd ask them all sorts of questions to make sure they're not biased one way or the other, even though Diddy and the prosecutors want certain forms of bias for their own means to win.
That's us right there on the TMZ shorts that they made. Like I said, they captured us on there. We didn't even know it. I guess, you know, a lot of people were giving us great compliments. You know, when we go somewhere, we show up and show out. I love to dress nice. Of course, as everybody does, right? But we were really sharp. I gotta give it to us. Not bragging or anything like that. But y'all know when it's time to dress up, show out. That's what we do, right? So I was amazed that TMZ got us and then put us, not only captured, you know, took a picture, but they actually put us in that short. So if you guys want to go to TMZ, it's you guys can check it out with that guy. I think he is let me see. He's at the beginning of the short. Let me continue to play it, but you'll see it on my on TikTok on TMZ.
Do that, they're asking them all sorts of questions.
If
One of the questions was, what's your occupation?
And you see him, that's the short that we're in on TMZ's actual page on TikTok.
And one of the potential jurors said, hey, I'm a massage therapist. And that got people thinking
Love it
about
myself.
all the baby
I know,
oil
right?
discovered in Diddy's home and whether that could be some sort of conflict. Obviously, massage therapists use oil. It's not a real conflict. However, they asked him also, do you have any... I'd ask them all sorts of questions to make sure they're not biased one way or the other, even though Diddy and the prosecutors want certain forms of bias for the... So there we are, y'all, again. Yes, we made it on TMZ. Like I said, we were shocked. We were like, whoa, we on TMZ? And then, like I said, one of the ladies that drove, rode up on a bike, she was Jamil. She'd been watching Jamil for years. She pulled up and she was acting like she was crying. She was like, oh, and she had a mask on. And she was like, oh my goodness. And we did not know, like I said, that she was an actual, a follower of Jamil's. And she was like, I watch you all the time, Jamil. So shout out to the family. And actually, hold on just a second, because let me see something real quick. Oh, here it is. So actually, they did a short on their TikTok page with Jamil and the auntie that was at the one that pulled up on the bike. So they did a TikTok and it was so nice. So this is them.
Shout out to Jamil Dennis and Mr. I Am Comedy, man. We talking about the Diddy trial right now, man. You know what I mean? Right, this is crazy.
Next week is gonna be open and argument. So all of this stuff is gonna come out. It's two different jurors that they had to get rid of.
That's a fact, man.
That said that they knew about the case.
Yo, it's crazy how you seen Jamil Peterson yesterday, Auntie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shout out to Mr. I Am Comedy, Mr. Pure Survival, Jamil Patterson, and Jamil Peterson. You know what I mean? Shout out to Auntie Risa, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Shout out to
So it was it was Auntie Risa that pulled up on the bike, you guys. She was so sweet. It was a beautiful thing. We were shocked and surprised because she called Jamil's name out. And we were like, how does somebody know you? Of course, we know we got fans everywhere. But y'all, when she called his name out, we were like, it was so heartfelt. It was so sweet. She was very, very sweet.
Shout out to Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, man. We talking about the Diddy trial right now, man. You know what I mean? Right, this is crazy.
Next week, it's going to be open and argument. So all of this stuff is going to come out. It's two different jurors that they had to get rid of.
That's a fact, man.
That said that they knew about the case.
Yo, it's crazy how you seen Jamil Peterson yesterday, Auntie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shout out to Mr. I Am Comedy, Mr. Pure Survival, Jamil Patterson, and Jamil Peterson. You know what I mean? Shout out to Auntie Risa, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Shout out to
Auntie Risa, that's what's
And that's Auntie Risa that was actually there, you guys. She pulled up on her bike. She was so sweet, you guys. Oh my goodness, she was so sweet. It was so heartfelt. She was like, Jamil, I watch you all the time. I was like, oh, she is such a sweet lady. And I was talking to her. She put me on the phone with her niece and her niece's husband, which the one that was just speaking, that's her niece's husband. So I got to chat with them for a little while. It was nice. It was beautiful. It was epic, you guys. But shout out to them. They wanted to go ahead and interview us. They have an iHeart channel. So they wanted to interview me and Jamil, but we'll catch that interview once we go back to New York, you guys. But that was epic, you guys. That was epic. But it was some a great time in New York. The experience was great. It was really a great experience. But we had a good time. But y'all, oh my goodness, y'all. What is going on? Now we got to switch it up a little bit. What is going on with Smokey Robinson? I cannot believe this is unbelievable, y'all. This is unbelievable, you guys. Why is this going they had Shannon Sharp. Now they have Smokey Robinson, and he's like 100,000 years old, y'all. What is going on? When I got the news of this yesterday, baby, let me tell you, I was like, him too? Really? Smokey Robinson, he's like 80-something years old. But y'all, nothing really, because I need to, always reiterate, nothing is surprising. But I do be like, oh my God, Smokey Robinson too? Y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is going around Hollywood like it is an epidemic. A epidemic in Hollywood that is being brought to Front Street. I'm just saying, right? Michael said he's so old, his Titanic would not rise. I know, right? I was like, oh my God. Joanna Mitchell says, I just love you and Jamil. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. And there was also, you guys, there was fans in New York that was in working somewhere around the federal building. They seen us from their office. They were like, we wish we can come out and see you and Jamil, Jamil in the lounge. We wish we can come out and see you, but we're not even out much yet. But they wanted to come out and, chat with us, hang out with us or whatever. But it was nice. It was wonderful. Reese says, say my name, please. It is Landon. Okay, Landon, hi, welcome. Y'all, I'm telling you, Smokey Robinson too, y'all, this is epic, y'all. So we're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it because Pop, he was getting it into with them eyes and makeup. I think he stole my makeup. It seemed like my makeup was missing. I thought Smokey Robinson probably looked like my color, my shade. I'm just saying, y'all, let's continue. Smokey Robinson accused of SA by 4 women. 4 women. Y'all, what is going on? The epidemic is real. Y'all, let's smash the like button. Smash the like button, y'all. This is crazy. This is really, really crazy. I'm telling you. Hey, PGA Bishop, welcome. I'm telling you, y'all, this is crazy. Let's take a minute to smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Because for Smokey Robinson to be brought on Front Street and be brought to an open shame, y'all, what is going on? Smokey Robinson? Y'all, Smokey Robinson? Smokey Robinson, out of all people, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, y'all, let's get to it. It says 4 anonymous housekeepers are suing Motown legend Smokey Robinson for $50 million, accusing him of SA. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Never. NBMM says, say Smokey Robinson again. Smokey Robinson. Look, Smokey Robinson again. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I mean, this is some epic times. 2025 is off the chain, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button for Smokey Robinson, who is really 100 years old, getting accused of doing this SA, y'all. It's crazy. Let's continue. A complaint filed in Los Angeles Supreme Court accusing the 85-year-old of SA, false imprisonment, negligence, and gender violence, in addition to a number of labor violations related to wages, breaks, meal times, and overtime pay. Y'all, was he running a slave plantation and they didn't even know, the employees, they didn't even know they signed up for that program? I guess they were like, whoa, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for that. We didn't sign up to not take no breaks, no get no lunches. We didn't sign up to get $3 an hour. We didn't sign up for that program, but he voluntarily signed us up and we didn't even know it, y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's crazy. It says the lawsuit also names Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, claiming she contributed to a hostile work environment and used ethically pejorative words and language. Y'all, was she a slave driver? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me, but I don't know, y'all. They're innocent until proven guilty, but y'all, I mean, let's just be for real. I mean, this is coming to be an epidemic in Hollywood, is it not? Oh my God, Love Myself said 2025 came in with a bang and it's going out with a boom. Yes, Love Myself, what is going on, y'all? I'm telling you, 2025 has been rocking since day one, has it not? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think 2025 has been rocking since January 1st at 12 o'clock in the morning. It has been going crazy, y'all. Oh my God. It says representatives for the Robinsons did not immediately respond to requests for comment, and the accusations cannot be independently verified. Robinson was Motown's first hit maker, writing #1 hits like Mary Wells, My Guy, and The Temptations, My Girl. Born William Robinson Jr. in Michigan, he was both a talent scout for the record label and one of its most prominent recording artists, known for songs like tracks of My Tears, Shop Around, and Tears of a Clown. Smokey Robinson, y'all, I am shocked and appalled, but like I said, I can't let, sometimes we have to think, we can't let, like, anything is possible with anybody, right? We have to now, I had to kind of train my brain to be like, nothing surprises me from anybody, right? Like, anybody could do anything. It doesn't surprise me, right? I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, y'all, let's continue. It says, he has spots in the back. He has spots in both the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and claims to have credits on more than 4,000 songs. Michael says Smokey will still shopping around. Yes, he is still shopping around at his 100-year-old self, Michael. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Phyllis, how are you? Phyllis says, I am shocked beyond words. I truly thought Smokey was one of the good ones. I know, right? We are thinking that all of the good ones are not even the good ones no more, right? Colin Marie says, the Smokey Robinson, someone is broke. I know, right? Who is trying to put this $50 million hit on Smokey Robinson? I don't know, y'all. What the thing that is starting to like really like kind of like pick with my brain. It's like, if these people did this however long ago, we know that things got swept under the rug, right? But me, I would have went to the police and would have kept all of my records, my filings and stuff like that. Do they have these? When Smokey Robinson allegedly did this, do they have all this? With Shannon Sharp, with Diddy, all of them. I'm just saying, right? They're all innocent until proven guilty, right? We know that this is an epidemic in Hollywood. But at the same time, did you go and take care of what you needed to take care of? Keep your documentation, keep your cars, anything that can help prove your case. I'm just saying, Colin said, yes, go to the Popo first. Yes. Did you go to the Popo first and get your documentation? Yo, people, you have to, everybody in here, and even on the replay, if you guys ever have situations, y'all always write stuff down. Y'all having problems at work, church, or whatever, the neighbors, whatever. Y'all make sure y'all write it down. If y'all need to go to the Popo, go to the police. Make a report and keep it in your record. Don't throw it away, because you never know what will happen later on. Look at this stuff years later, 30 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, and things are starting to come open, because back then, like I said, they did sweep a lot of stuff under the rug. They're like, oh no, Smokey Robinson, oh no, Diddy, oh no, Denzel, oh no, this person, not Oprah, oh no, they're great people. We don't know how these people are, right? None of them have came to set and broke bread. And look, ain't nobody came over my house and broke bread. Nobody came over and ate at my table. We don't know these people. We only know them on TV. Anybody can put on an act. Anybody can put on a front. Anywhere, right? On or off camera. But on camera, they put on their best behavior. You know, they're like little kids. You know, they're acting great and stuff like that. But when the door's shut, when the curtains close, how are they acting? Hey, Stacey, how are you? How are these people acting? We don't know. We don't know them from a can of paint, right? We don't know them from Adam. And we can't put them on a pedestal and say, oh, no, they didn't do it. Oh, no, Denzel. I don't believe that. You better believe it. You better believe it. Nobody thought Diddy, I had friends. Oh no, Diddy got too much money. Why would he do such a thing? And when he got arrested, they was like, oh my God. And they seen the Cassie tape. And then they started thinking different, like, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe it. I was like, yes. You can't put nothing past nobody if you don't know who they are. If rumors are flying around and really saying this awful things, and I'm not saying, because sometimes people would lie and create a whole lie, a whole narrative on you, and it's not even true. But for the most part, when they have these disgusting narratives, saying things, and people are coming out and they're real victims, then you really have to think and take it into consideration. Man, is this true? You got 10 or 20, 30 people saying this about this one person. Is it true? Sometimes it's not. It's just a money grab. You know, we have to, separate the money grab and the fakeness from the realness, right? I'm just saying, because, y'all, there's been a lot of people that came forward and said, Diddy did this. Remember Misha? Remember what's her name? I forget her name, Ariana, or whatever her name was. They were saying that Diddy was doing all this stuff, and Diddy did this, and Diddy did that. And like, y'all, stop lying. You ain't never been in the presence of Diddy. You don't even apply. You wouldn't even qualify for Diddy's program. You know you 150,000 pounds, and you know that you had to go and get some Ozempic from Oprah Winfrey and then try again when you are not even qualified. Diddy would not even look at you like that, right? You wouldn't even qualify for Diddy's program, right? Tammy said the liars make you side-eye the real victims. Yes. Because we're wondering, hold on, let me grab some tissue. My nose is running. Hold on just a second. People think that they can, excuse me, y'all. My nose is running. People think that they can come up and say whatever they want to say, and then accuse somebody that didn't do anything to them, accuse them of the most horrific things, and then they go on and they live their life. I always preach on that. There's real victims and they're fake victims. Like Tammy said, they will have you side-eyed in the real victims, because, y'all, one thing about it, has Cassie came out? Has she seen? She only came out one time on Instagram and said a few like words or maybe like 3-4 sentences or something. That's the only time we really seen Cassie. And then twice on Instagram with the post, and then when she was in New York or somewhere and somebody captured her, I think somewhere or something. But other than that, she hasn't came out. She ain't been on YouTube tour. She ain't telling all her, all these different stories. She's not doing it. Those are the ones that I see myself. Now, you guys put a one in the chat if y'all agree with me. Those, the ones that we haven't heard from, Justin Bieber. I believe he's a victim too. We ain't heard from them. We in that aspect, they're not getting on there talking about Diddy did this to me, Diddy did that to me, and Diddy, I pulled Diddy from the burning fire, and Diddy made me do this and made me clap somebody else's cheeks. We did not. We don't hear that, right? Right? Queen Shay's laughing. Yeah, we don't hear that, right? Because those are the ones that are telling everything and on YouTube tour, on even the docu-series. Remember the girl that was on Making the Band? I forget her name. She went on there and was saying Diddy was doing this to her, Diddy was doing that. And then Choppa came out and said, no. That girl was with the smoke. She was coming down there. She didn't wash her tail after her and Diddy didn't had a freak off. She was coming down there smelling probably like who did it and what for. Hair all over the place, makeup all over the place, coming over there trying to, oh yeah, me and Diddy, oh yeah, we just had a freak off. Oh yeah, no, you need to go and take a shower first before you come and talk to us with that breath that smells like the eggplant that you and Diddy just had a freak off with. You coming down here trying to brag about you mess with Diddy, and now you're on a docu-series claiming that Diddy did X, Y, and Z when you were with the smoke all along, and even your husband gave you the night lights out and divorced you. I mean, let's be for real, let's be honest. If I know I was with the smoke and I was messing with Diddy, doing the most, I was having freak offs with Genuine, having freak offs with all kind of people, I would sit my yellow badonka-donk down in the corner and I wouldn't say anything. Y'all, the TMZ cameras be coming around rolling. You have anything to say about Diddy? No, I sure don't. I see you later. Have a good day. I would not. I would be like that man that was at New York the other day with this. He was trying to cover his face. I would not say nothing if I knew I was a freak off mermaid. So people have to be careful because sometimes you can get a reverse, situation coming after you for defamation of character. So people need to be careful. I'm saying there's real victims and there's fake victims, right? The real victims, we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard much. Maybe talking about another situation, another, story, whatever. But to be on a platform anywhere talking about, yeah, Diddy did this and he made me do this and he trafficked me across and did it. We already know Diddy's a demonic entity. We already know that. Right? All right. My feelings is like he did certain things, but we have to see the proof. He's innocent to proven guilty, but we already know he is where he should be, in the MDC, in the hands of the Fed. He should have been in the hands of the Fed a long time ago, but the Feds, we know, take a long time because they be looking and lurking. They be seeing what you did back in 1982, what color socks you had on, what color drawers, who was at your house. We seen all of that, right? The Feds, they seen all of that. And then they grab up their intel, they get their notes and their surveillance footage, and then that's when they bring charges. Because remember, the guy from Making of the Band, he was like, when is Diddy going to get caught? When is Diddy going to get caught? And then he was shocked to see that Diddy finally got caught, right? He was shocked to see Diddy finally got caught. And I said, whatever he did, the Feds, they have some good intel on him. He's not in the hands of the Feds because the Feds just happened to one day say, let's just go arrest Diddy. Let's just go raid his house. No. The Feds have proof and evidence. Now, they say that these minors is going to come out, and I believe so. Like I said, I believe it's going to come out, but we're going to see. I mean, there's a lot going on over there, but we're going to see what's going out. Hopefully, we can go back to the court hearing at least one of the court days, maybe closer in to where it's like in the middle of the court hearing or maybe towards the end of the trial. We're going to try to make it back down there. But yes, it is a hot mess with Diddy's situation. But, you know, every dog has their day. Every dirty dog has two, right? I'm just saying, right? I don't think Diddy is innocent by no means, because, I mean, look at the Cassie tape. Even though couples get into it, they probably fight, you know, probably do a lot of, you know, tough and, you know, tussling and all kind of stuff, right? But the way Diddy was doing her like that, it was terrible. I don't condone no violence at all on either end. But the way he was doing, I could imagine what he was doing behind closed doors, right? I could imagine what he was doing behind closed doors to her and to other people. And now they're saying Michael B. Jordan, I think Michael B. Jordan, Steve Harvey's Ho 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 Merry Christmas daughter was, you know, they named them in the court the other day. They named all kind of people, right? Kid Cudi, because they say, you know, he was messing with, or he had a thing with Cassie, and then he, Diddy had sent his goons to blow up Kid Cudi's car, set it on fire. This car is on fire. That's what Diddy was like, set that MFing car on fire. And they set it on fire. So he got some arson charge. Yeah. So all this stuff that Diddy was doing, sending his goons out to do, right? He is now paying for it. He is now paying for it. But y'all, let's get back. I'm sorry. I'm got off recourse with Mr. Smokey Robinson. But y'all, let's get back to Smokey real quick. Let's get back to Smokey Robinson. Because Smokey Robinson has me, I mean, y'all, he has me thinking, I was like, oh my God, Smokey Robinson, you is off the chain. Anyway, so it says, Robinson's reputation and stature was an intimidating factor for his accusers, who were made to feel powerless, the lawyer said at a press conference in Los Angeles. They're Hispanic women who were employed by Robinson's earnings below minimum wage. Wow. Wow. I'm not going and working past below minimum wage for no famous star. Now, something might be wrong with them, because there's no way I'm signing up for a program and I can go work at McDonald's for $4.25 and you're trying to pay me $3.25. Something is wrong with you. Like, some people, they just don't grasp things, you know, like that. Because if somebody says, I'm going to pay you $3.25, but McDonald's is paying $4.25 back in 1942, I would be like, I'm not signing up for your program, Smokey Robinson. You're not going to allow me, you're not going to try to pay me below the minimum wage. Oh, no, you got it all twisted, y'all. Let's continue. As low-wage women in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves from SA. It says the women are suing under pseudonyms Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Y'all, it's actually 4 of them. Let me stop cutting up. Y'all know I love to cut up. It says due to the SA misconduct allegations, including rape, being leveled against the musician, 3 are former housekeepers, and 1 was the singer's personal assistant, cook, and hairdresser, according to court documents. Let me say this. The personal assistant, the cook, the hairdresser, if you put all 3 of those different entities separately, that adds up to 3 separate incomes. You know how much money that person could have made probably if she was doing all 3 jobs, working 3 jobs somewhere else? A lot. Tammy says, stop trolling or get the boot, period. Yes, Tammy, you already know where we send them. We send them to the block party with some nuts in their mouth. Yes, that part. Yes, send them to the block party if need be. So anyway, let's continue. Thank you, Tammy. Shout out to my mods. Y'all, I love y'all. Queen Shay says, we'll keep it in the house. So anyway, y'all, I'm telling you. So it says in the lawsuit, all 4 women claim that Robinson would summon them to various areas of his properties in Chatsworth, Bell Canyon, and Las Vegas at times when his wife was away. Oh, when the wife is away, what they say, when the mouse is away, the cat wants to play, or when the cat's away, whatever they want to play. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Excuse me, y'all. My nose is running. Y'all, so sometimes emerging naked from a shower, he forced them to have various types of wrecks over a number of years starting in 2026. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, in 2026. Hey, Drake Stash Mustache, how are you, hon? Good morning. In 2026, you could have worked at McDonald's. You could have worked as a hairdresser and somebody else's private assistant. I'm sorry, in 2006, I thought this was back in 1980. 2006, I'm sorry, you could have been working somewhere else for some other stars, cleaning up them houses, or maybe cleaning up Diddy's freak off mansion or dungeon. I don't know. But for less than minimum wage in 2006, y'all, I'm telling you, that is crazy. That is crazy. Yes. Fifi says, when the cat is away, the mice will play. Yes, and that's what he was doing. He was saying, my wifey is not here. It's playtime. I'm on the playground, baby. Come on in this room. Shut the door. Don't disturb this groove. Y'all heard that song? Don't disturb this groove. He put that don't disturb the groove on the door, and he was having his own freak off, y'all. This is crazy. Wow. Jane Doe's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. It's only 4. Anyway, all alleged Robinson sexually assaulted them in the blue room. Oh, y'all, in the blue room. Oh, he had colored rooms. Did he have a red room? I know my friend growing up, her mom actually had a red room. So, okay, Smokey Robinson had a blue room. As you guys know, I love white, so I have a white room. I love white. White everything. White, white, white. Anyway, he had a blue room of his Chadworth residence, claiming he would lay down on a towel to protect the bed sheets prior to the... Oh my goodness, y'all. He was even trying to put a towel to protect the sheets. Oh my God. Tammy said he gonna know what the tears of a clown really means now. I know, right? He probably in there crying and slinging snot, telling his wife, oh no, I don't know how we got caught up, baby. I don't know how we got caught up with them eyes that he got, and then with the makeup that he stole out of my makeup drawer. Yeah, that part. But y'all, let's continue. So it says, Jane Doe 2's allegations state that Robinson raped her in a laundry room and garage of Chadworth's residence, where closed circuit cameras were unable to see. The woman claimed that during the alleged assaults, Robinson used physical barriers, and threats to force to prevent them from fleeing. So y'all, he was trying to hold them hostage. Y'all remember Diddy? He liked to lock the door and give the girls the alcohols, and he wouldn't allow them to leave, and that was keeping them against their will. Y'all, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Queen Shay says, well, I need to get a black love and purple love room. I know, right? Y'all, this is crazy. Excuse me, you guys, my nose is running. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, y'all, what is going on? It says the lawsuit also includes several allegations of workplace violations. All 4 women say they work 10 hours a day for 6 days a week without being paid minimum wage or overtime. Now, there's a cutoff to my love, right? I would not be going and clocking in if I ain't got paid. Oh no, McDonald's, Burger King, being that they are that like caliber of women from what I'm reading, they were like kind of low end, and I'm not making fun of nobody, right? I'm not making fun of nobody. Why in the world would you stay there knowing that you're not getting paid? Why are you going there if you're not getting paid? I would not. I would like this whole situation is about to come to an end. Look, you ain't paying me. You ain't getting no services. I'm telling you. Seeker says, how was he able to overpower them? I don't know. It's crazy. It is crazy, right? It says that's crazy, right? I mean, that's really, really crazy. I mean, this is some crazy stuff, right? It says, All 4 women said they had to work the 10 hours a day, 6 days a week without being paid minimum wage or overtime. They also claim to have worked holidays without receiving a holiday rate. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seeker, that's what I'm saying. This is crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. Is this a takedown, you guys? Put a 1 if y'all think it's a takedown. Put a 2 if y'all don't think it's a takedown. I don't know. This, yeah, Drake's dad's mustache said this is wild. Exactly. This is crazy because if you, come on, y'all, it would put a 1 in the chat. Would you guys ever go to a job that's not paying y'all and continue to work, but you ain't seen no paycheck in a month? Absolutely not. There's a problem. And we need to solve the problem. And the problem is going to be that I need to get another job because you're not paying me. And then you're trying to pay me below minimum wage. Oh, no, this love is not free, baby. This love is not free. And I mean love as in my duty to work for you. No, it's not free. And you're not going to get over on me. Look, McDonald's may be hiring. Walmart may be hiring. Payless Shoe Store. Y'all remember Payless Shoe Store? I'm telling you, oh, no, absolutely not. Tammy says this allegedly happened many years ago. Yeah, back in 2006. From what this says, this is crazy. This is, I mean, y'all, this is bananas. It says, according to the lawsuit, the employees all quit because of the alleged SA misconduct in the hostile work environment. Y'all should have quit a long time ago. When y'all didn't see that next paycheck coming that next 2 weeks, I would have been out of there. I would have been, I'm going to the unemployment office, see if I can get some unemployment, or I'm going to McDonald's or Walmart, Burger King, Taco Bell, wherever, right? Go and find a cleaning job, cutting somebody's lawn, doing whatever I have to do, but I would not be staying there trying to figure out if I'm going to get a paycheck in 2 weeks or not, right? I'm telling you, that is crazy. The BBC has contacted Robinson's representatives for a response to the lawsuit. No police reports or criminal charges have been filed against the musician. Didn't I say whenever you have a problem, y'all, if it involves y'all needing to go to the police, when y'all go to the police, keep you guys' receipts. It doesn't matter. If anytime you had a situation, keep them receipts because that situation may come back 15, 20 years later. Take a picture, email it to yourself, right? Or keep a file of important documents. Keep all that stuff because we don't know if it's going to come back around, right? So it says, a spokesperson for Los Angeles County District Attorney said the woman's claims were not under review because law enforcement has not presented a case. Los Angeles police say that they have no statement on the matter. Are these women just making it up? See, this is what I'm talking about. People just lying. These women just being a liar, pants on fire. They're trying to cash out. They're trying to break him down before he, I mean, he's 100 years old, you guys. Let's be for real. He's an old man. Are they mad because maybe he got a pot of money and they're like, oh, no, you ain't about to spend all that money. We need to go ahead and do a money grab on you, right? It's like, is this a sweep? I'm just saying, Jake's dad mustache says $35 an hour. Oh, my God. The Secret says, so he was around 65 years old? Yes, 65. 2006, right? I think Drake says, dad's mustache said, I wouldn't work for under $35 an hour and never doing more than 30 hours. No, now imagine 60 hours a week, $4 an hour. I know, right? That wouldn't even put groceries in the house, right? You'd be like, I can't even stop and go get me a good meal because that my whole paycheck is gone. There's no way, y'all. I'm sorry. There is no way. There is no way. So that is the end of the article. But y'all, I'm telling you, this situation is crazy and beyond belief, right? I would not stay there. Tell me, if put a yes or no, would you guys stay at an employer at your job? If y'all knew y'all was not getting paid and then y'all were getting paid under minimum wage, put a yes or put a no. I'm not doing, even if it was a side hustle of mine, I would not. Drake's dad's mustache said H to the E to the LL. No, I wouldn't either. Tammy says no, me either. Look, if you're not paying me to do all them services and then you do an SSAME, oh, absolutely not. I would have been out of there in a hot New York minute. I'm not staying nowhere that's paying me under minimum wage. I'd be like, at least I can go get a job at McDonald's and still get paid more than what you pay me. And you're a famous star. You're a musician, famous person. And you trying to like cut me below the belt? Pay me less than minimum wage? Oh, no, sir. Oh, no. You want me to clean? You want me to cook? You want me to be your personal assistant? That's 3 separate jobs. Imagine if they went to go get those 3 separate jobs and 3 times their income. Because y'all know today's world, you have to have multiple streams of income to live, right? You can't just have one, right? It's good to secure 2, 3, 4 jobs at a time. Whatever income you got coming in, multiple streams of income. She could have been cashing out, right? I'm telling you, this is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, this is crazy. I don't know what happened. I don't know who made this girls mad, or is it a clean sweep? Are they trying to break a lot of these, black famous people down? I don't know. I mean, it's not happening just to black people. Let's say that, because they had some other stuff with some other people. But I'm just saying, it seems like it's a lot of Shannon Sharp, the Diddy, but I'm not saying, because they did they dirt. Shannon Sharp dirty, messing with the children at the playground on OnlyFans. Diddy doing what he's done, but other people have done worse than that. I mean, look at the guy, the Playboy Mansion that passed away. He had a whole Playboy Mansion. He had all kind of stuff. I'm just saying, right? I'm saying, Tammy says the hits won't stop hitting. Yeah, I'm telling you. There's been, and across all cultures, they all into something crazy in Hollywood, right? It's like Hollywood has this epidemic, but where is everybody else? Like, everybody needs to be brought to open shame, right? But y'all, I'm telling you, it is getting crazy. But y'all, let's listen and see. Shout out to Long Crime. See what they have to say about old Smokey Robinson, y'all. Let's turn the camera and let's see what's going on.
Smokey Robinson Jr. We believe that Mr. Robinson is a serial and sick rapist that must be stopped.
The very man who swooned
wait.
for decades is now...
He said a serial rapist and must be stopped? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Smash the like button. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
accused of sexual assault, but he's not the only one named as a defendant in this shocking lawsuit. I'm Elizabeth Milner with Law and Crime. Smokey Robinson and his wife Frances.
I want to let you guys know, I seen her there at the Diddy trial too on Monday. We seen her there. She was reporting live. I got to see her. I didn't get a chat with her because she was kind of on the move. But yes, I did get to see her at the Diddy trial.
Are accused of negligence, sexual battery, false imprisonment, and hostile work environment. And those are just some of the claims brought against the legendary singer by 4 women who we only know as Jane Does.
The principal causes of action against Mr. Robinson, in particular, are sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence, and creating a hostile work environment. Obviously, these ladies are identified in the lawsuit as Does, Jane Does 1 through 4, to protect their privacy, since the lawsuit involves sexual misconduct of the worst sort.
The nearly 30-page complaint was brought against Smokey Robinson and his wife Frances Robinson today in Los Angeles Superior.
And y'all, Smokey Robinson, he is older than Methuselah, y'all. Why are they messing? I don't know. Is it really true? If it's true, he should pay the consequences and the repercussions. You have to take the L. You do stuff, you have to be held responsible for it, right? But I mean, when he's 85, why didn't they come back in 2006 or even like 2-3 years ago, y'all? I don't know. It's crazy. Let's continue.
Superior Court.
Our 4 clients have a common thread. They're Hispanic women who were employed as housekeepers by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage.
Wow. Crazy. Wow, that is crazy. Below minimum wage. Were they like maybe people who came across, like, this have like some Hispanic people, maybe they don't have like maybe they have a green card or whatever, they don't have a social security card. Was it those type of people? But why would they bring a lawsuit? Because if they're bringing a lawsuit, they're like on the alert to being like deported if that's them. Hey, Adrian, how are you? Could have been mules, probably so. Probably so. Trying to, because that's what they do in Hollywood. When you go to Hollywood and they will sick these girls on you, and they will make you make these girls take notes and go report back to the people, right? You know, the naughty dotty people, slotty dotty people, and then they will create this narrative because once you upset them, they will do stuff like this. I'm just saying, but what he did, if he did it, he's dead wrong, right? He is wrong, but if he didn't and it's a setup, they're wrong, right? But I don't know. Tammy said it's usually the ones you lead suspect. Exactly, right? Exactly. It is crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
As low-wage workers in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources
Hey, artist.
and options necessary to protect themselves from sexual assaults throughout their tenure as employees for the Robinsons. Let me briefly summarize each of their individual claims. I repeat, I will not describe the details of the sexual assaults and rapes because they're too...
Y'all, I'm just saying, I don't know, you know, he's innocent to proven guilty, but why at this time are they coming forward for Smokey? Did he really do this? Did they said they don't have no police reports. They don't got no police reports, no records of anything. But they're trying to take him down, saying that he's done these awful things. Who did he, you know, upset the masses up here? You know, did he not pay his naughty dotty monthly or yearly naughty dotty fees? I don't know. But like I said, if he did this, if he's accused, he's only accused. If he did it, he needs to pay. But if he didn't, these people, they need to be, you know, some consequences and repercussions need to happen to them, right? I don't know. Tammy says maybe his contract is up. Yes, yeah, because he's already, Tammy, he's 100 years old, right? He's reaching 145,000 years old, right? And they're like, your contract's coming to an end, but we know you got a pocket full of money because we know how much money you got in the bank. Oh, we about to take you down. You didn't miss the payment or you didn't want to pay. Something is going down, right? Something. If this is not true, right? Because people will create narratives to try to get a payday. But if it is real, like I said, he needs to pay, y'all. If he did it, he needs to pay. But y'all, let's continue.
Graphic and disturbing for this news conference.
Wow.
But you can read them in the complaints that we have provided with many of you today.
Wow.
According to the court filing, Jane Doe 1 began working for the Robinsons as their housekeeper from January 3rd of 2023 up until February of 2024. She claimed she was forced to resign because Smokey repeatedly sexually assaulted and sexually
She looks
harassed.
young too.
The
I
first
wonder.
alleged incident
Wait,
happened in-
I wonder how old his wife is. She looks kind of young. I mean, she looks like an older woman, but she looks young, right? Look at Smokey. Wow. Huh. Okay, y'all, let's continue. Let's get the likes up. Smash the like button, y'all.
March of 2023. Jane Doe says she worked on the weekend for the couple. On a Saturday, the complaint says defendant Smokey Robinson would take defendant Francis Robinson to the nail salon and would rush home, knowing that he would be alone with plaintiff JD1, or Jane Doe 1. When Smokey came home, he allegedly would call her into his bedroom, lock the door, escort the couple's dog Shiloh out of the room. He showers, then only puts on his underwear, then would neatly...
Oh, wow. So he said, Rufus, woof, woof, you got to get out the room too, because it's about to be some reckoning in this bedroom, right? The bed is about to be rocking. You got to go and you may be telling mommy, my wife, what I've been doing. Trying to snitch on me, because maybe the dog and his wife, they, you know, speak this language. It's snitching language, maybe snitching dog language. I don't know, y'all. Let's continue.
He placed a white towel on his bed in preparation for what was about to occur. The filing goes on to say Smokey would kiss Jane Doe in her mouth, her neck, and breast. Then he would allegedly roughly penetrate her vagina with his fingers, orally copulate her, then penetrate her with his penis, which caused...
Oh, so he had the Stevie J finger blast situation going on. Oh, okay. Oh, Smokey Robinson, is that where Stevie J Diddy's boo thing learned that from? I'm just saying, y'all, this is, oh my God, y'all, this is wild.
Her great pain. The complaint alleges Smokey enjoyed ejaculating in her without using a condom. Jane Doe says she would resist, and in one attempt to stop him, she said,
hold up, swole up. See? Here they go again talking about not wanting to use an umbrella. They are over there putting people on fire. Look, Hollywood is on fire. They like to put people on fire. They don't like to use condoms, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue. Wow.
were married, and Smokey casually ignored it. The filing says Smokey allegedly sexually assaulted Jane Doe in that same manner at least 7 times, and the last assault occurred on February 17th of 2024, and she resigned the following week. As for Frances Robinson, Jane Doe 1 alleges she failed to take a...
Maria, yes, I do. Have a nice day, boo.
Appropriate action to prevent her husband's conduct, despite having full knowledge of his alleged prior acts of sexual misconduct. According to the filing, he settled cases with other women that have suffered and experienced similar sexual assaults perpetrated by him. Jane Doe 1 also claims Frances perpetuated a hostile work environment by regularly screaming at Jane Doe 1. As for Jane Doe 2, she worked for the couple from May of 2014 until February of 2020 and only resigned for the same reasons as Jane Doe 1. Jane Doe 2 claims that Smokey sexually assaulted her in the later part of 2016 when they were home alone together. Smokey allegedly texted her asking her to meet him at his home in Chatsworth, which according to the complaint was without closed-circuit cameras. He allegedly summoned Jane Doe 2 to the laundry room or garage where the cameras weren't there. He would grab her and begin penetrating her with his...
Oh, so Smokey, he wanted to keep it private and off of the camera. He didn't want to get caught. He didn't want nobody. He wanted to make sure nobody seen what he was doing. Okay, so he pushed him in the laundry room because we know there ain't nobody putting no cameras in the laundry room. Maybe there is, but normally ain't nobody got no camera in the laundry room. So he's like, oh, go in the laundry room. Y'all, this is crazy. Wow. Smash the like button, y'all. This is crazy.
Fingers, and then he would allegedly rape her. The filing says Smokey allegedly sexually assaulted Jane Doe 2 23 different times and would humiliate her. He also allegedly didn't use a condom with her either. And if she refused, Smokey allegedly would make his wife be mean to her. Jane Doe 2, like Jane Doe 1, says she was unwilling to...
Oh my God, this, y'all, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Drake Stas Mustache says, I just don't be I just don't be getting it though. Why all these filthy rich men have to take it? Exactly, right? I don't understand. Ark says, looking like someone's old auntie. I know, right? I'm telling you, y'all, this is crazy. I'm telling you, is this a takedown? I don't know.
Losing her livelihood, public embarrassment, effects on her immigration status, and because Smokey was a well-known celeb with influential friends and associates. Jane Doe 3 allegations are very similar. She worked from Smokey from February of 2012 until April of 2024. He would allegedly do the same bedroom ritual, including showering, placing a towel on his bed, then would allegedly force Jane Doe 3 to lie face down on the towel and then would penetrate her. The complaint alleges Smokey Robinson raped Jane Doe 3 in the same manner at least 20 times.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold up, hold up. It will only take one time for me to be violated. I would not, because I need a job, I need money, gonna put myself in a situation more than 20 times, y'all. That's what he said. He said, this lady said more than 20 times. Oh my God, this is crazy. Tammy says, it wasn't Smokey, it was Quincy Jones. Oh my, y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God, more than 20 times? Yeah, imagine going to work and you have to keep getting raped over 20 times. That doesn't sound like the average normal woman. Like, once you try to violate me one time, it's over. Y'all, this is crazy. This is so suspicious. I'm just saying, so suspicious. I'm telling you.
Allegedly resisted the singer, and Smokey allegedly offered her $500 to allow him to orally copulate her, which she refused. She claims she resigned from her job in April of 2024 after his alleged sexual assault and hostile work environment was experienced daily. And she says that Frances allegedly perpetrated the hostile work environment by regularly screaming at her and saying ethnic slurs to her, something that Jane Doe 1 and 2 also claim happened to them. As for Jane Doe 4, she was also a longtime housekeeper for the singer, working for him from October of 2006 to April of 2024. She also worked as a personal assistant, cook, and hairdresser for Smokey's wife, Frances. Jane Doe 4 claims the first sexual assault happened in 2007 when she accompanied Smokey to his Las Vegas home. When the two were alone together, he allegedly forced her into the bedroom and raped her. Another incident in the filing says around mid-2019.
Wow, his little eyes were probably mesmerizing them. Ooh, Smokey, you got them pretty eyes. Oh, Smokey. If this is true, Smokey Robinson sounds like a mess, but y'all, we know too, on the flip side of that, they will make you sound like a hot ghetto mess in a hot New York minute, y'all. Let's continue. But if he did this, y'all, he got to pay the cost. He just saying.
Jane Doe 4 was cleaning the primary bedroom. Smokey showered and returned to the bedroom while naked and erect.
Wow.
He allegedly did the same method that he allegedly did with Jane Doe's 1, 2, and 3, pulling back the sheets, laying the towel down, and began kissing her breasts and neck, then allegedly raped her too. According to the filing, Smokey's alleged sexual harassment and assault continued until the very day she decided to resign. The filing says Smokey's wife, Frances, also regularly screamed at Jane Doe 4 in a hostile manner and used ethnic slurs against her.
The obvious question that one will ask, and I suspect most will, why didn't they report Robinson's criminal misconduct to law enforcement or go public before now?
Wow.
As I said before, these women were all low wage earners living from paycheck to paycheck. They all feared missing a payday and not being able to pay their rent or buy food for their families.
Well, if they weren't getting paid, let's be honest. If they weren't getting paid and they were missing paychecks and he wasn't paying, why didn't they try to go find employment elsewhere? Even in the meantime, sometimes you can't, if he's not paying, it's like they're working for free. He's not, like, they don't got a job. Why didn't they go and try to find something else? I would have not went back, especially if you grape me over 20 times. You think I'm going to keep going back to work and getting raped? Oh, absolutely not. That is crazy. Like, I don't know what type of women these are. They said they're Hispanic women. No, we love everybody here at the lounge. But maybe they were, like he said, they were low income. But they could have went and got a job somewhere else. Like, it didn't matter. Cleaning people's houses. There's a lot of, in Hollywood, a lot of stuff that goes on that a lot of these stars need help doing, different things, washing clothes or doing cleaning or whatever. I would have tried to seek out another job, but this is crazy. Tammy said that don't sound like a good excuse. Exactly. It's crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
Also, Smokey's Robinson celebrity status intimidated them and all made them feel powerless. I want to add that these 4 women were afraid of shame.
Okay, but are these women? Were these women? I'm not even going to go too much further on listening to him. But were these women living with him, or were they going? Because he said they were needing money to pay their rent. So evidently, it sounds like they weren't living with him. So why would they keep on going to that demonic toxic environment, even if it was for a paycheck that they were not receiving? Were they saying, we're gonna pay you next week, and next week turned in to months later and they never got paid? I mean, you guys, let's be for real, let's be honest. When situations like that happen, we have to be a little smarter. But at the same time, it's like maybe they had hopes that he was gonna pay them. I don't know. But I don't know if this, like I said, if this is a takedown, maybe they, Smokey Robinson then upset somebody. But if it's not, and he really did this to these women, then he needs to pay the cost, right? I mean, he needs to be held accountable, right? You don't do what they're accusing of him, these disgusting things, and think that you're going to ride off into the sunset. No. If you do stuff, karma will come when at least expected, right? When you're about to, no longer be with us here on earth, because y'all know, like I said, he's 140 million years old, right? So I don't know if this is true or if it is a takedown, but like I said, if it is something that he really did, he needs to pay for it. Tammy says maybe they were scared of deportation. That's what I was wondering. Were they scared they were going to be deported? But like I said, they probably could have went and found another job like cleaning, because babysitting, and got paid probably more money for those services, right? Even if they took like 3 different jobs from 3 different like famous people, like the cleaning, like I said, cooking, doing lawn care, watering flowers, whatever the case may be. Sometimes, I mean, I'm like all over the place as far as like doing different things, right? 'Cause different streams of income. Maybe people don't have the grind in them, or even like maybe no, and it's okay. We as we grow older, we learn about multiple streams of income and stuff, because back then it wasn't really spoke of doing multiple streams of income. So maybe in 2006, 2008, they didn't know. And maybe, like you said, Tammy, maybe they were scared of deportation. But if they were scared of deportation, Tammy, it makes me wonder, were they legal residents? Because bringing a lawsuit would deport them. That's what I'm like. This is kind of like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, these court cases, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it be like so many like loopholes and like questions like, maybe maybe they didn't have any, paperwork or anything like that, right? But why would they come forward and put this lawsuit out, putting them on, on alert, like, the immigration ICE people, putting them on alert, like, oh, these people are filling out a lawsuit on him. Oh, we got to get them out of there because they're not supposed to be here anyway. We got to deport them. So I don't know. It's like, it's just like the other ones. Like the other cases, y'all. Like the people I'm not saying he didn't do it. If he did do it, it sounds very disgusting. He needs to pay for it. But there's like too many red flags here for me. There's too many red flags. For one, I'm not going to be working for you as a star and you're paying me under the minimum wage. That's already a no-go right there, right? / foul on the play. I'm not doing that. Then for 2, you have been raped by him over 20 times and you keep going back. I'm not about to be doing that, right? At all, right? And then you come and you've put this lawsuit, but are these people, hey, money man, how are you? Welcome. Are these people, are they legally, allowed to be here? Or I don't foresee them being immigrants if they're bringing this lawsuit. I don't know, right? I don't know. It's like, it's so many red flags here. I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me. If it seems like some red flags here, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that there is some red flags in this lawsuit from what we've read and just the beginning of this on Law and Crime. I think it's a few red flags for me because, like I said, if you're not getting paid, Tammy says plenty. Yes, Tammy, there's a lot of red flags if you're not getting paid. If I had worked for an employer, they had not paid me, and they said, okay, next week we'll pay you. Next week gets here and they don't pay you, but you're still working. Oh, I'll pay you next week. The next week gets here and it's like a whole, rolling, situation, and I never got paid. It's been like 2-3 months later. How am I eating? How am I taking care of my business, paying my bills? How am I even getting to your house to work? That's crazy. That doesn't sound right. And then, one of them said that she was raped over 20 times. Like, could you imagine going to work and you've been raped one time and then you go back and it's like 20 times later? You didn't, I don't know. It's like some red flags here for me. I don't know, you guys, but it's very, very suspicious that this is like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, exactly, Tammy. Tammy says, how? It is very mind-boggling to me as a female. I would not. If somebody violates me 1 time, that's 1 time too many. But 20 times, because I need to, pay my bills, I pay my bills another way, right? I would not be going over there. My job duties is not to lay on my back. My job duties is to clean, to be your assistant, to cook and stuff. I didn't see no job description that said I gotta lay on my back, right? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm telling you. Queen Shay says, they a mess. Your hubby inside, he's live today. Yeah, I think he's upstairs. That's why I'm about to get off, you guys. We can all jump on Jamil's live if you guys are available and wanting to watch his live. But y'all, we're gonna see what happens with this with this situation with Smokey Robinson, because seems like Shannon Sharp situation is kind of like dwindled down a little bit, but we still gonna keep our eye out on him too, because you know he's a mess too. From what they're saying, like I believe Shannon Sharp. I think he did some of them actions, some of them accusations, maybe possibly true, possibly. You know, he's innocent of proven guilty, but some of the stuff that Shannon Sharp was doing, oh, absolutely, oh yes, that was him. I believe so. I'm just saying, y'all. But y'all, I'm not gonna keep y'all. I'm gonna jump over to my baby Jamil's page. Thanks for stopping and always lead with love, peace, and tranquility, as I always say. Y'all go check out my TikTok. It's over there. It is, like I said, it's booming now, my TikTok. You guys check it out. Tammy says Shay Netta. I know, right? Oh my God. Yes. Shay, Uncle Shay is Uncle Shay Netta now. I know that's what everybody is saying. You was hilarious, Tammy. But y'all, I'll see you in Jamil's live right now. I'm gonna switch over. But y'all, thank you guys. Lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And y'all, I'll see you in the next live. Bye bye.